US and China held trade talks in London on June 9th. The talks will extend to the second day on June 10th. This comes after US President Donald Trump said that top US and Chinese trade officials will convene in London on June 9th. The high-level talks were led by US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, and Trade Representative Jamieson Greer. Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping had a phone call on Thursday. US and China are attempting to revive fragile trade negotiations amid a renewed trade war. Earlier this month, US had accused China of violating the deal between the two countries cracked in Geneva. Trump even said that Xi Jinping is a very difficult man to negotiate with. The reason for this dispute was export restrictions on rare earth minerals that China has imposed. The US relies heavily on Chinese-sourced materials for defense technology, electric vehicles, and renewable energy components. However, Beijing criticized the US Commerce Department's advisory warning against the use of Chinese semiconductors, branding it a politically motivated move that jeopardizes trust. The Chinese government also denounced the recent decisions of the Trump administration to revoke visas of certain Chinese students, calling it discriminatory. China's semiconductor industry is also facing scrutiny as US has ramped up its tech containment strategy, including export restrictions on advanced chip-making equipment and pressure allies like Netherlands and Japan to curb sales to Chinese firms. Now, Trump said he is only getting good reports about the discussions, and even representatives in London said that it was a good meeting. Hoping for a big breakthrough over export controls for goods like rare earths, semiconductor stocks surged in the US market. Stocks like Nvidia were up about 0.8% initially, while other chip-making rivals like AMD and Intel were up 3.5% and 2.8% respectively. The semiconductor sector index rose more than 2%. However, indices saw mixed reactions. Dow ended flat, but S&P 500 and Nasdaq logged back-to-back gains as investors await the key details from the trade talks. So the London talks are not only crucial for tariff policies, but a wider umbrella of issues like tech, resources, and visa policy between the two world's largest economies. Experts say both sides have incentives to de-escalate.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.